Alright guys, it is September, and this is my May vlog. So it is a little bit weird to be doing a summer vlog when people are all like excited about fall, but here we are, so I better get started. Mama went to a Renaissance fair. I'm wearing like half of my jewelry collection right now and eating a Pop-Tart. Life is good.
We should come up for a theme song for every person. This is Delano's song.
It's a Titanic song.
Oh.
May started with a Renaissance fair, which shouldn't be any surprise if you have been tuning into my videos for the past year.
Welcome, lads, lassies.
But this, in all its medieval glory, is only the tip of the iceberg for May. In this e-diary entry, we will be flying all the way up to the Pacific Northwest and exploring the artsy city of Portland, going to a jazz night in Seattle, thrifting in Spokane, and being awed by the beauty of the waterfalls and mountains and forests. And then we will be ending in Florida. So it's going to be a bit of a ride, but a fun ride nonetheless. Okay.
I think all these characters are the same.
Alright, that's out for me to be.
If there's not blood, I'm gonna be upset.
Go for it.
Oh, shoot. Yo. Oh, that's so good.
Oh my god! I love the color. Her reaction's better than the lady.
I know, right? His reaction sucked, but that's okay.
His reaction always sucks. Oh, that's so good. Darcy, that's
Wow.
amazing.
Thank you. From the last Renaissance fair.
Oh my god.
So Delano loved his present, which was painted in the last vlog I posted. And now we can move on to the main section of the vlog. And we begin by flying over a breathtaking landscape. I traveled to Oregon with the Wind Symphony at my local college. Though I graduated, I still enjoy playing clarinet with the band so I can stay in practice. Our first stop was Portland, and my absolute favorite place there was Powell's bookstore, which has so many rooms packed with books, including a cozy little cafe room with more books in it. And it did wonders for my little coffee shop artist book nerd heart.
Considering what I said earlier, it's
Yeah, I was just like thinking, I was like, we were driving and it was like, it was like Oregon coast.
The next day was dedicated to more sightseeing. Our first practice and performance wouldn't come for a couple more days. The view here was incredible, as was the wind.
I guess it's as far as it'll go.
This little watercolor painting couldn't come close to capturing how vast and big this shoreline felt. We drove down and around so we could explore the actual beach. I took my shoes off to wade in the freezing cold water.
I can't feel my feet!
I wanted to take it all in, a complete immersion, short of splashing my whole body into the ocean. Beaches are always beautiful to me, but this one felt so grand and enormous. It's funny how visiting a landscape you don't live in and don't see every day can cause you to notice so much more. This is an incredibly cute shot. Look at the lighting. The next day was a rainy one. We had planned to do some mountain sightseeing, but because of the rain, we shifted our itinerary around a bit and instead took a chill day. Some people stayed at the hotel, some went to a museum in Portland, but my group visited a lovely little coffee shop that had these beautiful teacups. I painted them, of course. Oh, nice. Nice to meet you.
No, you're fine. Room side of the family, I don't know what.
The practices and performances finally started. I do have footage of the actual music later on, but this is some of the goofing around that happened in between. From Portland, we traveled to Seattle. And one of my favorite days here was when we explored Pike Place Market. There were so many interesting things to see. I decided to take the market by myself so I wouldn't have to hurry along to keep up with my group or so I wouldn't keep people waiting on me. I just wanted to be able to see it at my own pace. After the market, we made the customary stop at the Space Needle because you have to do that when you're in Seattle. And here I did a third little piece in my sketchbook. Yeah. After eating supper and doing a lot of walking around, exploring, and bus riding, we got back to the hotel, only to go out again that night for a little jazz at a local bar, which happened to be a hockey bar, so it was a very interesting mix. The next day we had 2 performances with a small break at a park in between. I didn't capture most of the performances, but I can tell you that we did have a lot, and those days were the most exhausting. So whenever we had a sightseeing day, even though it was exhausting in another way, it was always a welcome break.
So try to subdivide a little better in my prep. 1, 2, 3, bum, 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 bum. A little bit behind.
I've never heard that before.
One of the days took us on a ferry to Friday Harbor. It was a really cute little town, the kind you might picture as a perpetually sunny town, but being the Pacific Northwest, it was overcast when we got there. In this little seaside village, amongst other things, there was a coffee shop called the Salty Fox, a bookshop with a bookshop cat, a sandwich shop, and a chocolate shop with many tiny, delicately crafted chocolates.
Callie's just in heaven. Stop and smell the flowers, you know what I mean?
At this point of the trip, bus riding became our main activity. Spokane, Washington was our next city. It took me a little while to realize that it was pronounced Spokane and not Spokane. The day we got there, we decided to peek into Idaho, right next door, and grab some supper.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm not walking past there.
Not gonna lie, that was actually really scary. Are we cold right now?
Oh yeah.
We're freezing.
Yeah.
You're not gonna take me?
No, don't stick your hip out or anything, but like, I don't know. Hold it out. Yeah. Put it, like, pretend like you're putting it on. Yeah, something like that. Hello. We made it.
Our hotel was right across the road from a thrift store. So right before our performance the next day, I dashed over with some friends to check it out. I didn't want to overwhelm my already stuffed suitcase, so I decided on this soft purple jacket.
Very
Yeah. Yes.
That day ended with the most glorious sunset I'd seen in a while.
Catch it!
Yeah. I think that's.
Our long drive from Spokane across the state to Chehalis took us through many beautiful places. Bare rolling hills with no trees as far as the eye can see. Forests filled with trees and overlooks and waterfalls. Fields full of massive, mysterious windmills. A little note on that last one. It's funny how commonplace certain things can be to one person, and how magical they can be to another. Simply driving through this field of windmills was an almost surreal experience for me. But I'm sure the very same drive is quite boring for those who see these every day.
Where else could you get Denny's besides Tumwater?
Right?
Tumwater, Washington. You can say to Denny's for the rest of your life and be able to say, I went to Denny's in Tumwater.
One long day towards the end of our trip was spent traveling to and viewing Mount St. Helens.
There she is, Mount St. Helens.
The eruption that happened here years and years ago left behind beautiful patterns in the rocks below, and the bare mountains surrounding it still tell the story.
I got charged by a mountain girl one time. Oh, you did? I don't like them anymore.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
Oh boy.
One of the first ones in the wall.
What was it?
I don't know if it's a trail though. It might just be.
Right. Isn't that a pen?
Yeah, it's a brush.
Yeah.
Has water in it.
Just which one are you trying to paint?
Right now I'm painting that over there.
If you catch him
I
at
have
the
to be
right time,
careful. Already I got someone upset that if I do.
Yeah, it's kind of done already.
How are you drawing that?
Oh, the sun! Okay, that just totally changed that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is so beautiful.
that's very nice.
Oh my god. That is so
Something to the camera.
I did.
Honestly, I've never seen you so scared.
Our next sightseeing day took us on a tour of the many beautiful waterfalls along the Columbia River Gorge. Lateral Falls was the first on our tour, and even though we ended up at the more famous Multnomah Falls, it was my favorite. It was more secluded than the former, and it was enshrouded in an air of mystery. I could have sat there for hours, admiring the pulsing beam of light. The final day was spent playing in the snow on Mount Hood.
Yeah, do it. Well, you guys getting closer. Come on.
Right after the long 2-week trip to the Pacific Northwest, literally the next day, I traveled down to Florida. But Florida is home. It's where my closest friends are.
Family dinner!
And it was a good, comfortable, familiar way to end the month of May. My friend Kirby took us to the Ringling Museum, where I got a little overexcited about an incredible miniature circus display that they had there. But it was well deserving of my overexcitement. This is the world's largest miniature circus, created by Howard Tibbles. It was his life's work, and it took about 20 years to finish. I took so many videos and stayed in there for at least an hour, observing every little intricate detail so carefully crafted by the artist. The other big part of our Florida trip was a day spent at Disney. We went to the two best parks, in my opinion, Magic Kingdom and Epcot. So that was May. It was really fun. It was so much traveling, but I love seeing new things, and I love visiting Florida, which is not new things for me, but it's just as fun. I've always wanted to go to the Pacific Northwest. I've heard of how beautiful it is. Everything over there is huge, like the trees, the ocean, the rocks, everything. And it was really beautiful and just a really different landscape from the east side of the States. So I really valued that experience, and I hope to do it again sometime. So I feel like it would be good to give you guys a little update of my current life, like in September and not 5 months ago. I've been really busy this summer with doing markets. I've been selling at a lot of markets over the summer, and that's been taking up a lot of my time and energy. So a lot of the time that I used to spend editing videos or filming videos goes now to markets. Aside from that, I also have a lot of other side jobs. I'm doing things in social media, pet sitting, and then also putting more focus on my art. Like that kind of goes along with the markets because that is directly related to my art practice and the things that I make and paint. So that's a good thing, something that encourages me to paint more and to get creative more. So a lot has been happening, and I have been filming most of it. So eventually, once I get them uploaded, you will be able to see all the things that I've been up to recently. I've had some people asking me like, are you still uploading full videos? Because I've been trying to get into the YouTube Shorts game. To make your social media accounts grow, you kind of have to do what the platforms want you to do, and what they want you to do is use their new features. So I've been trying to use YouTube Shorts. Let me know if you guys like the shorts that I've been posting, and just give me feedback there so I can do better, maybe. So I'm trying to step that up, and even if I don't have time to edit a full video, at least I'm still kind of keeping in contact with you guys by posting those little shorts. I still am very passionate about vlogging, about crafting stories, about crafting my videos and sharing with you guys my journey as an artist. I hope you guys are still enjoying them and still inspired by them. It's really fun for me, even though it is very time consuming. Like editing each video, each vlog takes 15 to 20 hours usually, because there's just so much footage to go through. But again, I like it, so that's why I do it. Also, I got a cat. She's making a mess right now in front of me, so I'm a little distracted. This is Genevieve, and she's made me so happy. This is one of the little things that I've been up to recently. Getting a cat. My boyfriend convinced me to get her, so we kind of own her together. Say hi to Genevieve. All right, I'll let you go back. I think I'm going to end this vlog now, and I will be back. I will be back. Don't know when it will be, but I will be back with June, July, August, September, and everything else. And my optimistic side wants to say that I can get those done by the end of the year. Now, we know what probably will happen. It will probably not be that, but I can hope. But anyways, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you for your continued support. Share this video. It would help me a lot. It might, if I'm actually making money from my YouTube channel, that's like good money, I would post more videos. Not that I'm saying you have to give me money, not that I'm saying you have to share, you don't owe me anything, but that's just kind of the reality of it. I have to prioritize sometimes things that will actually pay for my rent. But yeah, I will continue to be posting videos for you, and I do appreciate all the views, all the comments, all the likes, all the people who are just watching and have never commented or liked or anything, but appreciate watching me grow as an artist. It means a lot to me. All right, goodbye. Thank you for watching. Give this video a like, comment. Okay.